Hello, welcome to my channel Psychometric Analysis and Career Solutions. In this video, I am going to demonstrate how to run factor analysis, that is exploratory factor analysis in the SPSS. But before doing so, let me guide you about the exploratory factor analysis. It would help the beginners to understand the basic of the exploratory factor analysis. The exploratory factor analysis is a statistical method which is used to uncover the underlying structure of relatively large set of variables. The exploratory factor analysis is a technique whose overreaching goal is to identify the underlying relationship between the measured variables. The exploratory factor analysis is commonly used by the researchers when they are developing a scale, and this technique serves to identify a set of latent construct underlying a battery of measured variables. So we have different extraction method. The most common one is the maximum likelihood method, and the next one is the principal component analysis method. The maximum likelihood method allows the researcher to compute a wide range of indexes of the goodness of fit of the model. It allows the researchers to test the statistical significance of the factor loadings, calculate correlations among the factors, and compute confidence interval for these parameters. The maximum likelihood method is best choice when the data are normally distributed. So far as the principal component analysis extraction method is concerned, this is useful if the data is not normally distributed and when the researcher wants to extract good components. So this principal component analysis is used, and it is actually a dimension reduction technique that can be used to reduce a large set of variables to a small set that still contain most of the information in the large set. So far as the rotation is concerned, we have orthogonal rotation and oblique rotation, and among the orthogonal rotation, the varimax rotation is considered to be the best, and it is most widely used in the psychology research. The factor analysis result can be interpreted in such way that we look at the factor loadings, and these factor loadings are actually the numerical values that indicate the strength and the direction of a factor on a measured variable. The researcher should examine the factor pattern to see which item load highly on which factor and then determine what those items have in common. As a rule of thumb, the KMO measure of the sample adequacy is recommended up to 0.60, and items communalities should not be less than 0.50. If it is less than 0.50, then can be removed. Similarly, the factor loadings, if they are less than 0.40, then these items can be removed. Actually, during the varimax rotation, the loadings that is 0.50 or above are practically considered to be significant. So here we have the SPSS, and you can see we have a hypothetical data of 8 variables. So to run the factor analysis, that is the exploratory factor analysis, click on the analyze and then go to the dimension reduction and then click on the factor. Select all these variables, enter it, go to the descriptive. As we know this Bartlett test of specificity and KMO, so we click on this thing, extraction, as we are going to check the dimensionability, so I'm choosing the principal component and then go to the rotation. I choose the very max rotation. The very max rotation is actually the most widely used rotation method. Go to the options and click on these sorted by size and suppress the small coefficients. It would help you to get a good visible table, and it would help you to choose and to identify those factors which have less loading. And then finally click on the OK. So here you can see the KMO value is 0.89. Actually, it's 0.90, and it's very good. It's in the acceptable range. The Bartlett test is also significant. So it means that our data is suitable for the exploratory factor analysis. Here you can see the communalities which are all above the 0.60. So it means that we have a good correlation between the factors that have been extracted, and also good correlation between the items. Uh, Here we have the component matrix, and this is the rotated component matrix. So the easy way to interpret this is to double click on it, and here you can see uh, all those items which are below the 0.40 I have deleted, and this is how I can see the range of the factor loading is from 0.89 to 0.93. It means that all of the items have good loading, and we can retain these factors. It means that this construct is having a good construct validity, that is the convergent validity. All of the items are converging to one place. I will upload a separate video on the construct validity and the convergent and the uh, other discriminant validity. So here this is how you can determine the convergent validity, and this is how you can do the exploratory factor analysis.